Yeah. Hello, team. Hope we are live in YouTube as well. And today we are going to learn another example for reduce. At the same time, we are going to understand what is the difference between the for each, filter, map, and
Reduce.
reduce. Okay. Of course, for each so far we didn't discuss. That's the easiest one we can discuss later. So, team, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hopefully you are ready. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
So, so let me explain one more time the reduce so that you will get more understanding. Then we can compare three things. So I'm just taking the constant, the mass.
Please share the
Okay. Oh my
screen.
God. Oh my God. Yeah. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
It's taking 50, 30, 20, 10. Okay. Some mass details are there. So we need to calculate the total. So I need a total. So so for that we can do with the reduce method. Tell me how we can do that. March start. Tell me, no problem.
Mass dot reduce.
Then
It takes two parameter.
we need to pass the callback function, right? And
Yes, sir.
we can give an initial value.
Initial value.
And here the most important thing is reducer expects two arguments. Like the callback function expects two things. One is I'm just
Accumulator
giving okay some yeah accumulator and current value.
and
Okay, first
current
one we can call as accumulator, second one is we can call it as a current value. So here we need a sum, and the what is the initial value of sum?
zero.
0.
Zero.
Okay, we can give it a 0. And here this is a item or a variable or a mark detail or something. So what you will do with that? Simply sum plus item. Yes or no? Is it correct or wrong? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's correct, sir.
Nice.
Yes.
So let's see whether it will give it or not. So how it is working yesterday we understand how it is working in the background. I will explain one more time for you. So the result is 150. Okay. The same thing I asked the question, right? So if I want to get the maximum number, okay. Similarly, I'm just taking another array. So suppose nums. I'm just giving random numbers 12, 18, 33, 88, 22, and 11, 3. So we need to calculate we need to find out the maximum number in this array. In this array. So yesterday I have given this task, right? So how we can do with the reduce? Okay, this is also very simple. I need a maximum number. I need a maximum number. So if you just do what is the array name? That is a nums dot reduce nums dot reduce. So here again we are giving a callback function. Initially the maximum value I'm just giving a 0, okay, because anyway we have all the positive numbers. So if it is a at least a number is 0, so that we can give an initial value as 0. So here I'm just taking like a large number or accumulator, whatever you can give, like a here maximum number or highest number. Okay, highest number, or even you can get take maximum also. There is no problem. Maximum and the item. Okay, tell me what we need to write here. Logic in the callback function. Anyone tried? Anyone? If you didn't get a chance, okay, I will tell you here. Very simple. So simplest one is here we have a math dot a maximum. Okay, I will explain in detail. Don't worry. Okay, there is a predefined. There is a predefined class, or you can say constructor method, whatever it is. Okay, there is a predefined thing. Math is there. Math is providing a method called maximum. So if we give it two numbers, it will give the maximum number. So here I'm giving our accumulator and the current value. Okay, so let's see first of all whether it is working or not. So now I'm going to execute the same thing. So looks like very simple, but it's not that much easy. So let me execute. Whether we got the output or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone. Okay, how it is working, I will explain now. I will explain whether it is working or not properly. That's what I'm asking. So if
Yes,
I
it is.
do suppose 212, so it should return 212 as a maximum number. So how it is working in the background. So what is this? Okay, if here I just did sum plus item, and here I've given a accumulator and current value to the math.max, it is working. So even yesterday we have written our own logic. So we are checking each and every item to a predefined value called maximum. If the item is greater than maximum, we are changing the maximum value, right? So let me decode this reduce method so that you will understand it easily. So what is happening inside that? So here, first we can go with the simplest one. Already we have understood yesterday, right? So here we can write this one in a much more simpler way. So if you use a curly brace, what we need to do? Tell me. We have
Need to write return.
Yes, we should have written, right? Because why we didn't add a return? Because it's a function. This is a simple function, and this is the function body. Okay, okay. We have removed a return because we have only one simple statement. That's why we have removed the return statement. So this is the shortest form of that function syntax. But internally, it is working like it is returning some plus item, so we are executing, observe carefully, we are executing this callback function on each and every item. Okay, each and every item of this mass detail. So yesterday I've explained with a simple example in the paint. So today also I'm going to explain because this is the toughest one. I will try to make it simple. Let's see what will happen. So how many callback functions are there here? 5, right? So to make it simple, I'm just taking three values and we need to calculate the sum. So 50 plus 40, 90 plus 30, the output should be 120. So output should be simply 120. So here, always remember, reduce will return only one value. Here we have how many callback functions?
Three callback.
Yeah. So this callback function is going to execute three times. Okay, this callback function is going to execute three times. That is very important. So here I'm just taking all the details. So if you don't understand, ask me, no problem, because this is the most important. It's taking time. This is the array. So now first callback function is there. We have two things. One is accumulator and the current item. So there's a sum. Okay, there is a sum. So here, for understanding purpose, what I'm doing, that accumulator is common, right, for all the callback function. I'm just putting that accumulator at the top of the diagram. Okay, this is the callback function, this is the callback function, this is the callback function, and we are going to do something. And every callback function returns some value. Okay, it should return some value. So if you return the output from the first callback function, it is going to store in the accumulator. Okay, first I will explain and then I will take your questions. Don't worry, because definitely we'll get a lot of questions. Because for this, return statement is very, very important. Whatever you are returning, it is going to store in the same accumulator. Okay. Here in this example, what is that accumulator for us? That is,
Sum.
and you have given initial value. What is that?
0.
0.
So initial value is fantastic. So now here what I'm doing, we have three values, right? So that in the callback function item, so it is going to execute that callback function on this value 50, and it is going to execute the callback function on this value, that is 40, and here it is going to execute that callback function on the third item, that is 30. Okay, this is what. Okay, first the sum is 0, and first it is going to focus on first callback function.
First callback.
First callback function. So what is there in the callback function? In the logic, you are doing sum plus
Sum
item.
plus item.
So what is the accumulator and what is the current value? You are just doing the addition and you are returning. That's it. Sum plus item. So now this is the item, right? This is the item, and first it is going to execute the callback function on this item. So tell me what is there? Sum plus item. What is the result? That
0 plus 50. 50.
good. 0 plus 50. Everyone should say, please, 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 please for me.
0 plus 50, 50, sir.
50. So we are going to return the result, right? What is the result? So here I'm just returning 50. So once this first callback function has written some value, it is going to update on
Accum-
It will update on sum.
sum. So what is the value of sum now?
50.
You need some patience. Okay, 50. Super, fantastic. Now the first callback function has executed the simple instruction, that is sum plus item. Once you got the result, that has returned. Okay, automatically the reduce method capturing this value and it is storing into the sum. So now it is going to execute the same callback function on the second item. So now what is the logic in that callback function? Sum plus item. What is the value of sum plus item now?
50 plus 40.
40, 90, and it is going to return
90.
90.
90. It's going to return 90. So carefully, it's 90. So again, this 90 is going to store in
Sum.
that is accumulator. Right now, the variable name is sum, so that it is going to update here. The 90, fantastic, fantastic. So now It is going to focus on the third callback function. So what is the logic inside the third callback function? Of course, we have only one logic, that is sum plus item. Now tell me what will be the output? So what will be the result for sum plus item?
120.
90 plus 30, it will be 120.
120.
Again, it is going to return that 120. That because whatever the result is there, you need to return to the, if you return that value, automatically it will store into the sum. So total we have three items, so that it has executed three times. It has executed three times. Initially the sum value is 0, and after executing the first callback function the value of sum is 50. After executing the second callback function the value is 90. After executing third callback function, that the value is 120. Suppose if you have a 10 items, 20 item, it will repeat the same thing. It will repeat the same thing. And now once we complete all the execution of the callback function, it is going to return this value as an output. So this is the final output. What is the value we got? Yes or no?
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me, yes or no? Okay, so this is what happening in this logic. So now ask me your questions on this. Yeah, Telugu, Hindi, English. I will try to understand Hindi also. Yeah, if you have any question, ask me. If you understand, just tell me yes. If you have a question, ask the questions. If you don't understand, ask me, explain one more time, I will explain one more time.
Understood, sir.
Everyone. And suppose if anyone watching this video in the YouTube, if you want to join, I have given a link in the description, so that just click on that link, you can join the live if you are interested. Okay. So
Sir,
everyone, yeah, tell
sir,
me,
if
sir.
there are no elements in an array, then
That's a good question. So if you don't have any elements in the array, yeah, what will happen? Tell me. And just tell me what will happen.
0, I think so, because it considers.
That's it. Because we don't have any items to execute this callback function, so nothing will happen, and simply it will return the initial value. Yes or no?
Sir, means at the starting it will try to execute, no sir. At the time, what it will consider the item as?
So nothing is there now.
So what it will consider in an item?
It is not going to consider anything. It will say that nothing is there. Suppose
If nothing is there, then result we won't get, no sir. Here we are getting some result.
because
Final result.
because you have given a 0, right, as an initial value.
Yeah, sir. 0 I have given, and something it has to be assumed no item. So
Okay,
so only we'll get the
suppose, okay,
result.
okay, 1 minute, just tell me. Suppose these are the mask details, okay? Just forget about the JavaScript. Tell me what is the total marks? I've given constant marks is equal to array. I didn't mention any values. Okay,
So
just think like a human being. Yeah, like how human being
here
will answer
means for me, I know marks will be a number, so I'll consider as 0 as it is a number.
as a number, and what you will say output.
It will be 0, no, so nothing was there, so I will consider 0.
Yes, because nothing is there. We are not executing anything. Initial value is 0, and I didn't get a chance to execute a callback function, so that it will return the end result, initial result as an end result.
here callback function was not executed, right?
Yes, yes, it is not going to execute because nothing is there now.
I thought for once it will execute and will give you the
No,
result.
it will try to execute, but it is not going to get anything because item should be there now.
But for sure it should execute, sir,
Oh,
because we are getting some result. No, so
yeah, actually, I don't know that. Okay, I understand your question. I will try to answer tomorrow because I don't know, really, frankly saying, because no items are there. I have given a callback function. Whether it is executing one time or two times or how it is working, really, I don't know. Okay, but if you give an initial value, it will give an initial value as an output. Suppose if I don't give an initial value, what will happen?
we'll consider as 0 by default.
No, it will concate. It would concate the route object and
Yeah,
something
tell
like.
me, no problem. Now tell me what will be the output. Just guess it.
Sir, it will give object and concate the sum. I think concate the sum.
It will create an object and it will concatenate.
Yes, I guess.
Okay, let's see.
I think error.
What is saying?
Mm,
Reduce of an empty array with no initial value. It is showing, it is throwing an error. JavaScript is saying, hey Raghu, you didn't initialize any values in that array, but at least you should give an initial value, right? Otherwise, I don't know what to do. Right or
uh,
wrong?
Sir, I also use this thing without initial value. It give uh, object plus concate the sum.
Object is just
Uh,
try one more time on your mission.
Sir, I can.
Sir, yesterday we have discussed like if we don't provide any initial value, then by default it will consider as 0, right? It
No,
will be.
one minute, 1 minute. It will consider first item as the initial value.
Oh,
Suppose if you don't give, suppose 10 comma 20, na? So if you don't give, it will consider initial value as 10, not 0. So if I said 0, that was wrong. That was wrong. I
Um,
think I didn't say it will take 0. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
it
I'm talking about
same.
area of object.
Sorry,
Area of object. It
you got
was
array of object?
yes. I area of object. I work. I use area of object to iterate.
Just ping me the code so that it's easy for me to understand.
Okay, so 1 second.
Yeah, even if any other one have any other questions, ask me.
Sir,
Sweta, tell me.
I
అది
sent you the route.
నిన్న మనం నార్మల్గా మీరు ఇనిషియల్ వాల్యూ 10 ఇస్తే
Please execute this thing.
సార్
Total, just a minute. We can go with this one. You are trying a result. What you tried here? Accumulator plus item dot price, right?
Yes, sir. Iterate through
Oh,
area of object. Yes, and sir, please write total after total zero after total price. Sir, before executing.
yeah. If you give 0,
Yes, it will run.
oh, nice. This is valid.
This is valid. Yes, sir.
This is valid.
So what I was trying to tell you now, remove zero here. It will not
Ah,
give error. It will also give answer. So it will concate.
it is also giving a value, right?
No, sir. Why? It is it is giving error. I
Sorry,
think
sorry,
no.
sorry, sir. I just ran a different file.
Object
Okay.
object.
Right,
Yes.
right, right. Yeah. Understood.
That's what I was trying to tell you, sir.
Understood.
And
Okay.
now you can write zero there, and it will give proper answer.
That's perfect.
I
Now,
was
now I can
I,
understand that you have done some practice.
yes, sir. I was doing some practice, so I get this out. It
Yeah.
is clear.
I will tell you. I will tell you what is happening. Okay.
Yeah.
Suppose if you give us initial value as zero, what will happen? This accumulator value will be zero, right? Initially,
Yes, sir.
and you are adding
Yes.
item dot price
Yes,
thousand
sir.
thousand plus zero thousand, then 1000 plus 500 1500, then
Mm-hmm.
1500 plus 800, that will be the, I think,
Output.
2300. So
Yes, sir.
if you don't give this one, what I said to you, what will be the accumulator value initially?
It will be the 1000.
Huh? 1000.
1 second.
Yeah, I will give a three option.
No.
Tell me. Okay, I will simplify.
So current value will be the 500.
500.
Yes, sir.
Why
Current value
500?
500, and the accumulator will be 1000.
How?
So it is like that. It will iterate only 3 times.
No, no. What I'm saying, initially before executing the first fallback function, what is the initial value for accumulator? That's what I'm asking. If you give a zero,
Okay,
give a,
if you give a zero, then it will be a zero.
yeah. So now if I don't give a zero, what will be the value for accumulator initially? What is the
First object.
first object, right?
Yes, sir. First
Yes.
object,
First
obviously
item.
1000.
First
Yes, sir.
item.
First item, sir.
If in the array, if you have a 50 40 30, accumulator value is 50.
Yes, sir.
If you have 1 2 3 4, accumulator value will be 1. If
One.
you have a
Yes,
three
sir.
objects, it will take the first item, right?
First item, right, right, sir.
So now what you are doing? You are adding first item plus item dot price 1000, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
That's why it is throwing an error or not.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the
Yes.
object, and you are concatenating integer. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So the first iteration, what is the value? Object and 1000. Okay. And again,
Yes,
the next iteration plus, yes or no?
yes, sir. Yes.
In the next iteration plus 800. So, but it is throwing some different answer, right? It is given 500 and 800.
Sir, it will plus. It would add the second one, and it will
Yes, yes,
convert
yes.
into.
It is not going to add 1000. Yes,
Yes, it will convert five. Oh yes,
500. So,
like this.
yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. So, first it will consider initial value as the first item, and it will start from second item, right?
Yes, yes,
Iteration start from second item.
yes,
So,
yes.
item
It
dot
will
price
on
will be 500.
500. Yeah.
Yes, very good. So, in the next iteration, what will happen? plus 800.
Yes, sir.
Because already this is a different data type, right? It is not going to consider it as an integer, right? So that it will
Yeah,
concatenate. That's why
yes, sir. That's why, sir.
you will get output object plus 500 and 800 as a concatenation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right.
No problem. I will explain. How many of you understand this one? Okay. I will explain. I will explain with again our simple example. Okay. Then it will be easy for us. So here, what I told you, if we don't give a value, if you don't give an initial value, observe carefully. We need to consider two things, right? One is sum, another one is item. Okay. First, I will explain with initial value so that it will be easy for you. So what is the sum initially? 0? Yes or no? Tell me yes or no. Yes? No, I don't know. What will be the value from this array?
10, sir.
10.
Thank you. 10. So if you don't answer, I don't know whether you are understanding or not. That is the problem, because this is not the live, this is not the offline training, right? If it is on offline training, I can understand with your expression, but here there is no video, only audio. But if you don't talk, it's not possible for any trainer to understand. Okay, please help me. Okay, initially sum is equal to 0, item is 10, because at the time item will start executing the callback function from the first item. Okay, so now what will be the result here?
Result 10.
10. So that result is going to store in
Sum.
sum. Then item, that is
20.
20. Result
30.
30. Sum equal to now
30.
30. What is the item?
30.
That's perfect. Result
60.
60. And then what is the final value of the sum? 60. Right? So you will get the 60 as a output. Got it or not up to this point? If you give initial value as 0.
Got it, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If I don't give an initial value, observe carefully what will happen. What is the initial value of sum?
It will be 10.
It will be 10, because if you don't give an initial value, it will consider the first item
First
as
item.
a initial value. Whether it is a number, it will assign a number. If it is a string, it will assign a string. If it is an object, it will assign an object. If it is another array, it will assign another array as initial value. So luckily here, it is a number, right? So 10. So what is the first item value here? Whether it will take 10 or 20?
20, I think.
20. So callback function is going to start executing from second item. So it will take it will focus first on 20, right? Because already it has taken first value as a initial value, so that it will start executing the callback from second value. So now here, what is the value? 30. Then sum
Sum will
equal
be
to
30.
30 comma item. Here
30.
it will focus on 30. Then result will be 60. And here again we are returning that value, so that it will be 60, and end result will be
60.
60. So now tell me, understood or not clearly?
Got it, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you understand, I will give a simple task. Hopefully you should give a right answer. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just try.
Yes, sir.
Just try. So that at least I will understand whether you understand or not. Maybe I did a small mistake while explaining, because I think while explaining I have taken initial value as 0, right? So I think we did in a right way. Maybe some confusion. Don't worry. Don't worry. So now what I'm doing here, yeah, now tell me what will be the output for this one. Now tell me. Yeah, if you have any confusion, ask me. No problem. Already you have given answer. What will be the output for this program? If you understand what we have discussed, hopefully you will give a right answer. Tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me. I think it's easy now. Maybe because take your own time.
So it's simply concrete
Now tell me
the
what
data.
will the output?
So
Simply concrete.
Bala 2030.
Bala 2030.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any
Bala
other
Bala.
answers? Any other answers? Or you're also stick to Bala 2030?
Same, sir.
Same? Sure?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Everyone? Okay, I think most of the people are given answer. Okay, very good. Let me execute that. Sorry, I have executed wrong file. Yeah, it's Bala 2030. So if I give a initial value as mm, now tell me. Simple, na?
Yeah, sir. It's like triple three Bala 20.
What will be the output? Triple three?
Bala 2030.
That's it, right? So if we give an initial value as sum, so if we give initial value as triple three, what will happen? It will consider sum is equal to 333, and it will start executing callback function on the first item, that will be
Bala.
bala. The result will be 333 bala.
Bala.
Then it will go on 20 and 30. Okay. Now tell me, understood or not, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Genuinely tell me.
Understood, sir.
Understood? Okay, fine, super, fantastic. Okay,
Sir,
yeah, tell me, Sweta.
when you give an initial value as an object,
Okay, good. Yeah. Now tell me, okay, what will be the output for this one? What is the initial value of sum?
object,
Object.
What is the initial value in the item?
Bala.
Very good. What will be the result? Whenever you do addition with object and a string, what will happen?
Object.
You will say object something, and then bala, right?
Yes,
Then
sir.
it will add 20 and 30. So it will be 20, 30. Yes or no? Got it? Shweta, understood? Shweta, అర్థమైందా?
yes.
Okay, why you are taking this much time to respond? Whether is there any delay from my voice
No,
to
sir,
reach?
actually, I'm
No delay,
trying
sir.
to analyze. So,
Okay, analyze. Okay, fine. Now, you tell me confidently, yes or no?
no, sir.
No?
No, sir.
No, okay, okay. No, no, no problem. I will explain. Shweta, just answer my questions. Okay. Okay, now tell me what will be the, okay, let's go with the diagram, or can I explain here itself?
There also no problem, sir.
Okay. Now tell me, we have two variables, right? Accumulator and current value. Initially, what is the value of sum?
Object, sir.
What is the value in the item?
Bala.
Bala. It is a string, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what you are doing here?
Concatenating object with,
Item.
I mean, string.
String. What will happen?
I think it will be string, sir, but not sure.
No, no, no. Suppose what will happen now in JavaScript? So if you do numbers 10 plus 10, what will happen?
20.
20. Very good. So if I do 10 plus in the double quotation 10, what will happen?
10, 10, sir.
Why 10 10?
String with number with string or string with number will be strings.
Yeah, it will concatenate, right? Because one thing is a string, another one is a number, so that it will consider it as a concatenation. Okay. So
Okay.
what will happen if you do 10 plus object? So
Not sure.
even in mathematics also we don't know, right? How to do addition 10 and object. So even JavaScript also don't know. So that what it will do? It will simply say that Raghu, I don't know. That's why I'm just giving like this. Okay. This is the number 10. This is object type, right? Data type, what it is? Object. So it will print. Okay, why it is printing right now? Don't break your head. Simply, if it is an object, whenever you are trying to concatenate, it will give this kind of string or this kind of value. Okay, if I say string, then maybe that will have different meaning. Yes or no?
Then if we try to concatenate both objects, then
Tell me what will happen.
it will be also object only. Yes, sir?
Yeah, yeah, what will happen?
I think object only.
Okay, no problem, we can try here. Less object, let's see
It will give object,
what happened.
object.
Okay.
So if I do array,
Object and array also object only.
It converts array to object.
maybe internally it is just trying to convert into a
Yeah,
number or something, nothing is there. So,
nothing there.
Execute server.
so if I do 10 20, what happened? It is just converting that array into a string. Array dot to string, what will happen? So we have a array, okay? The constant array equal to 10 comma 20, okay? 10 comma 20. So if I do array, what will happen? Simply it will print array, right?
Yes, sir.
So if I do array dot to string, what will happen?
Then 10 and 20 will be converted to strings.
Yes or no? So it is converting it to string, right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Here, if I put object and if I do 10 comma 20, what will happen?
It will
Internally, it will
alternate it.
convert into a string.
String, yes.
Even here also, it will try to convert into a string, but it's not possible, right? That's why it is giving a object. So maybe you have other question. Definitely, Shweta
Sir,
will.
if we provide two arrays here, then
Yeah, I know. We'll come with this question, right?
So these things, I think, clear. These things clear by doing practice. I think.
Yeah. So if I do
When
array, so it will print the object, right? So if I try to convert into a string, okay, object into string, I don't know how to convert because we don't have any predefined method. Okay, any logic
array,
or is
array plus double comma.
double quotation.
Yes, double
Then
quotation.
we are
Maybe. Yeah, it will.
okay, it will try, right?
No, it
So
will
now
not.
it is trying to convert into a string, but I don't know that JavaScript also don't know how to convert object into a string. That's why it is simply say that message like object. Okay.
sir, when we try to concatenate both arrays only, then both were
This
converted into strings or what?
20 plus 30 comma 40. What happened?
So these are the concepts we have to separately
We
understand.
need to discuss minimum 10 hours to
Yeah,
understand
this thing.
um, another side of JavaScript.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
definitely. Yes, sir.
That's why I said lots of twists and turns are there. If you start, Raghu, just do concatenation of boolean and object. Just try what will happen. Why it is happening? Just tell me. Really, I don't have that much knowledge. Yeah. Okay.
Don't know what we. That's why TypeScript come.
TypeScript came. Okay, that's why TypeScript
Yeah.
came because I when
Grouply converted to string or individually converted into strings at 10 comma 20 here.
Shweta, actually, the thing is, these things you will understand when you will do practice on laptop. You know.
no, no,
Uh,
no problem. I will tell you one thing. Okay, no problem. It's a good thing to ask the questions. But the thing is, what I can suggest you now. Suppose you have lots of questions in your mind, Sweta, right? Right now,
It will practice.
yeah, just execute it. Just execute it. What will happen? Just execute it. What
yeah.
will happen? You will understand 50%. Remaining 50%, ask me. Okay,
You
no
can
problem.
ask. Yes, yes.
Any other questions? No problem. I'm saying don't think that I just asked a silly question. I asked this. No problem. You can ask any questions. Okay, because at least you know, right? Suppose you asked the question so that at least we had discussed this one. No problem. Sometimes we thought that
అంటే
okay,
అలా కాదు సార్ ఇప్పుడు కంకాట్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు 20-30 ఏమో కంకాట్ అవుతున్నట్టున్నాయి ఇవేమో సపరేటెడ్ విత్ కామర్స్ తో అలానే ఉండిపోయాయి కదా సార్ సో
అవునవును. అది ఎందుకనేది
అలా
నాకు తెలీదు. ఒకసారి ask ChatGPT, ask Google, just go to Microsoft MDN. I'm saying really I don't know all these things. Few things really I don't know. Okay, but you can ask the questions. Okay, if you ask it, how why it is happening. Okay, the answer is I don't know. I don't know. I will try. I will try to explain. But
That is
meanwhile,
good
you
answer.
can search it. Okay, got it?
I don't know what JavaScript machine will convert the things
Yeah.
object into
Yeah,
array.
actually, we need to understand one concept that is typecasting. Mm,
Yes, yes.
So internally, how JavaScript will work, the typecasting things. Yeah, hopefully we can understand better.
Yeah, typecasting. Yes.
Okay, but today our goal is to understand, reduce, and filter map and that. But we went in the different direction. Okay, just come back. Okay, Sweta, all these kind of questions we can try in another session. No problem.
Shweta, I have a slideshow. I have an image of these types of things. I will send you. You will work. You will see that, and you will come to know about that why it is happening like that. Okay.
ఓకే పంకజ్
Yeah. I have one image where everything is mentioned about these concept, typecasting and anything. I will send you. You will go through it, and then you will come to know about how why it is happening. Okay.
Okay, so please just connect whenever you guys are free. So because already we have a group, right? Just ask this kind of question in group and try to find out answers. Just do like pair programming. Just connect with each other and just try to ask Google, ChatGPT, and all these things. Yeah, even post. Just send me those questions to me also. Definitely, because this is interesting. Maybe suddenly in interviews they can ask this kind of question. Really, it's crazy how it is working. Really, I don't know. Yeah, let's go back to the reduce, or can we dig more here?
So now I think right now it is good to understand everything. We have understood everything. But if you think that if we can understand more about reduce, then you can tell us, sir.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Because some other interesting thing is there. I want to explain that.
okay, sir.
Okay, first of all,
I think everybody understand. If you can ask everybody, I understand. But
yeah,
if anybody had doubt, then he or she can ask, sir.
okay, good. Now tell me, understood or not, everyone? How to reduce, how to calculate the total with the help of reduce method? Yes or no?
Understood,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Got it, sir.
Okay, fine. So another thing is now to find out the maximum number, right? Yes or no? That is interesting. You want to learn today or we can postpone it? 10, 20, 33. If you have any other work, you can drop off and you can watch this video later. But I want to finish this today because already we should have finished this yesterday itself. Okay, understood or not? So now observe carefully. This is really interesting. At least for me, I really enjoy this one. The concept called reduce. So if we want to get a maximum out of this number. Otherwise, here I'm just giving a result. Okay? Result. What I'm doing here, nums dot reduce. What's the logic we have written here? Tell me. Maximum comma
Item.
item here.
Max
Dot
plus item.
Max dot
max, max,
max dot
Max.
max
and
comma
item
item initial value.
0.
Fantastic. So now just understand. Okay, even without using math.max also I will explain. For just understanding the logic behind that, first we can go with a predefined method, then we can replace with our own logic. Okay. So here, I hope you understand what will happen this logic, right? So again, for better understanding, I will draw it one more time for you. This logic. We have given an initial value. So first we can do one thing. I will take a three value so that we can do proper painting. So here 22. So what are the values? 10 comma 33 comma
22.
22. This is the array. So we understand we have only one accumulator. How many callbacks are there?
3,
3.
If I don't give an initial value, how many callbacks will be there?
2,
2.
Two. Yes, that's good because it will start executing from second callback and
second.
it will consider first item as the initial value. So that's why providing the initial value is very important. Okay, for calculating the sum, even if you forgot, no problem. But for the complex examples, definitely we will fall into the problem. So please provide the initial value. Okay, fine. So now, what is the initial value for the maximum? What we have given? 0, right? In the code? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is the logic
Yes,
we are
sir.
executing here?
It's checking maximum between max and item.
So this is the logic. Math.maximum, max.item, whatever the result is there, it is going to return, right? What is the
Yes,
first value here? 10. Second item,
33,
33. Third item,
20.
22.
very good. So now first it will execute this callback function, right? So now tell me what will be the result of this math.maximum of max comma item?
10,
Tell me loudly.
10.
10, sir.
10. So that it will return 10. Then where it is going to store this value?
Inside
An
max.
accumulator.
The max. So now what is the value inside the max before executing the second callback function? That is
10.
10.
10. Very good. So now it is going to execute say math dot maximum max comma item again on second callback. Now tell me what it is going to return.
33, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it will compare max comma item. Max is 10,
Item is
item is
33.
33. So the maximum value is 33. So 33. It is going to return 33. Fantastic. So now it is going to store again into
Max
Max.
maximum so that it will replace with the
33.
fantastic. So again it is going to execute math dot
Third,
maximum on
third call.
third callback
Third
function.
callback function.
What it will return?
33.
Yes, again it will return 33. So it is going to return 33. Again it is going to replace 33 with
33.
it will do replacement. Okay. So all the callback functions done, right? We have three items. It has executed three times. Done. So then it will return what is there inside the maximum, right? Accumulator. What is the value there?
33.
So if you have more than 10 items or how many items doesn't matter. Now tell me what is the maximum value in this?
123.
120. Let's see whether it is giving result properly or not. Console.log result. Yes or no? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone.
I have, sir, I have one doubt.
Yeah, ask
Like
me.
you use math or max now, so it is predefined method now.
Yeah,
You're, yeah, okay.
it's a predefined method. This is the math is a math. What we can say it's a class maybe or a constructor function. It has lots of inbuilt methods are there. Math dot
It,
float.
yeah.
That is very important. Everyone should because I don't have a time to explain all the methods in the math. I don't have. We don't have time. Okay, not I. So we should. Okay, you should learn all those things on your own. Okay.
And again, you use max inside that. Like you treat max as a accumulator, right?
Yeah.
Can
No, no,
we?
no.
Can we?
This is a method. This is a variable.
This method, yeah, yeah. That I just please change the name of that thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I
it,
know you will get a confusion.
yes, it will confuse us now.
Otherwise, you can say
Because math.max is already a predefined method, and it will like if we took a predefined the same name with the same accumulator, then it will be
there is
difficult to understand.
yeah. Now it is okay.
Yeah, it is okay. Now please execute once.
Same thing because just replace here with a
Same thing. Yes.
L.
Yes. Yes.
L means large
Okay.
number. Large. Here it is L. Okay. While you are doing practice, just replace with L. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Now, okay. Within 2 minutes, we can understand. Okay. Without using math method, without using predefined method, we should able to write right. Can we do this today? Interested?
Yes, I think we should proceed if it is possible.
Yeah, we can decorate. If we can decorate. So I'm just writing a function. Okay, this is the function, right? This is the function. So what is there in this logic? L comma item, right? And what we are returning? Math dot
19.
max L comma item, right? Yes or no? So now I'm going to write our own logic. Can we do that?
sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Observe
Yes,
carefully what I'm doing. I'm just checking if item greater than L, what we need to return? What it is returning? Math dot maximum. If item is greater than L, whether it will return item or L.
Item.
Yes or no?
Yes.
It will return item.
Item.
If it is false, what it will do?
written L.
Return L.
Return.
L.
Okay. Observe carefully. Observe carefully. Can I replace with this? Okay, this is the just copying. So now tell me whether it will give right result or wrong. How many of you are confident? I don't want to waste your time. Working. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Simple, right? Simple because if you understand, because here two things are common. One is L value, but that is accumulator. Okay, we can call this as accumulator. We should provide the accumulator and we should provide initial value, and whatever you do, that is your choice based on the requirement, whatever you can do. But you should return one value to a next callback function. That's it. If you remember these three logics, if you're able to if you're able to play with this, then you can solve many problems in JavaScript, because reduce is the most important and useful array method in JavaScript, along with filter and map. That's why in interviews they will ask this question directly. Just explain me what is the difference between the filter, map, and reduce, and with the example. Okay, that I thought we can cover today, but that doesn't happen. So please go back and practice filter, map, and reduce separately, and come back to us tomorrow's session. So tomorrow we are going to discuss in detail difference between the filter, map, and radius. Ah, now tell me, happy or still you have any questions? No, no answers, no questions. Okay, enjoy the day. If you understand, I will be happy. If you don't understand, no problem. Ask me again. I will explain one more time. Okay. Thank you and see
Thank you,
you
sir.
again tomorrow
Thank
the same time. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.